Hey guys, Heidi Easley here, Texas Art and Soul, and I am going to be painting Starry Night Part 1, okay? So for those of y'all that want to get the step-by-step instructions, just put in the comments step-by-step, and then we're going to come back, me and my team, and we'll post a link so that you can get the step-by-step printable, so that you could just print it out and follow along. So go ahead and tell me where you're from. I'm so excited to do this. We did this last year and we had y'all sent me the most beautiful pictures. Hey, Darla. Hey, guys. Thank y'all for being on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the first part of this, okay? And I'm going to teach you how to do Starry Night. So are you ready? Are you excited? I'm excited. I love this. I have painted this painting so many times. It's one of my favorites, okay? Oh, hey, Kath. Hey, Janine. Hey, Crystal. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is we want to get the cypress tree, okay? So again, right now I'm just going to use a 1-inch flat brush, and then I'm going to start right here, just about like a hand, okay? You can use a 16 by 20 canvas or whatever you want, and basically I just kind of go up and just kind of freehand it, eyeball it, nothing major, just kind of bringing it in and then back out, okay? So just kind of eyeball it. Now, this isn't perfect. I actually did it a little too far to the right, but that's okay. I just want to get the placement of it, okay? All right, so now I want to get the placement of the sky. So here's my trick for that. So turn your canvas like this, okay? Hey, Brenda from Pennsylvania. Welcome. Hey, Linda Stewart. Hey, Melissa. Oh, yes. Thank you, Melissa. So put step by step if you want us to come back and give you a link so that you can download the step-by-step instructions. All you have to do is type step by step, and then we'll come back and add that. I've never painted Starry Night. This is so awesome. Oh, my gosh. So we're doing part 1 tonight, and then tomorrow I'll do part 2. Okay, so on this part, see how this looks like an S here and then an S here? So what I like to do is I like to start my S, so about right here. And remember, if you do type in step by step, you'll be able to, we're actually going to, on the thank you page, attach these videos. So once the videos are done, oh, wow. Everybody wants the step by step. Okay, we will make sure to get these to y'all. So what we'll do, and hopefully there'll be a link later up in the description. So if for some reason you don't get a reply from us, look in the description. So what we'll do later is we'll put these 2 videos, the one I'm doing today and the one I'm doing tomorrow. So type step by step and you'll get it. Okay, so we're going to start the S here, okay? And then this one's kind of like an S in here. It's almost like a little hook, right? So when you break this down, you're looking at an S here and an S here. Guys, I have taught this to kindergartners on up to people 98 years old, to thousands of people, not just 10, 20, hundreds. I've taught this to thousands of people. And I have seen 5-year-olds with the cutest Starry Nights ever. So if you're thinking, oh, I can't do this, I want you to get that out of your head, okay? So now when you turn it back over, and this is, you can have a 16 by 20. I'm using a little bit bigger. When you turn it back over, it kind of has that feeling of that swirl, right? So now I want to get my moon, because these are kind of the main elements. So I'm just going to put in a circle there so I have access for the moon. Hey, Jackie, welcome. Hey, Karen. Y'all let me know if y'all are first-time watchers or if you've seen me before. I'd love to know. And then what I want to do is this next element kind of divides the sky from the ground, okay? So I'm going to take, and the reason I'm using blue is just so y'all can see it really well. I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to basically take it and bring it on down. Okay, so I'm just wanting that progression of a little higher, and then it's coming down like that. So we have literally just kind of got the placement, okay? If you just now are jumping on and you want to see all of this, hey, Mandy from UK. My hair looks like crap. Hold on. If you're just now jumping on and you're wanting to see the full thing, it's hair washing night. I got to cover it. It's really nasty. I'm going to wash my hair, promise. If you want to do this with me and you want to get the whole video, Mandy, you're a first-time watcher, and so is Amy. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. I'm glad you're here. And we're going to have the part 1 tonight and part 2 tomorrow, okay? So if you put step by step, we will give you the full tutorial. We'll actually email that out because it'll come on the thank you page. Okay, so that's the first part. Now what we want to do is just take this with some white paint. And we're just going to get a background. Now, here's what I advise people to do. I advise you to get crazy. So we have painted, and you'll see this on the thank you page. If you put step by step, you'll see on the thank you page all the different Starry nights we have painted. So what I advise you to do is just kind of get some color back here, okay? And the reason is we're going to be dashing and dashing and dashing. So if you get some color, I'm going to switch to a 2-inch chip brush that's rusted. Don't leave your brushes in water like I do. I leave my brushes in water all the time. All I'm doing is mixing a blue with some white to make it lighter. And all I've been doing, oh, that's awesome, Jackie. Thank you so much. She said she's been watching my tutorials for about a year now. And so all I'm doing is just trying to get some paint in here so that when I do my dashes, I'm not dashing for 400 years, okay? Because you need kind of a background. You need some base on here. I have taught this many different ways, and I have learned my lesson. Oh, Patty, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Make sure you type step by step if you want to see the next part of this. We're going to do the second part tomorrow. But I have taught this, like I said, to thousands of people. And what I learned is one time I taught this at a paint party, because y'all know I teach people how to make money doing paint parties online, in person, and with art kits. And I also do online events. And so what happened one time, I was at an in-person party. I taught Starry Night, like I've done many, many of times. And I taught him with just the dashes. It took over 4 hours. It took forever. So this is a faster way, and you still get the same effect, okay? So we're just swooshing. Y'all like that? Swoosh, swooshing. We're just going to swoosh. Thank y'all for being here, by the way. I really appreciate y'all. And then we're just going to swoosh this on. Let me know, how many of y'all have painted Starry Night before? I'd love to know who has painted it before. Because I know that some of y'all painted it with me last year. Darla says, I'm in that class and absolutely loved it. Highly recommend. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so just grab your blue and your white. Karen says, you're great. I watch all. Oh, thank you so much, Karen. That's so sweet. Yeah, I love watching y'all's comments. Usually, if I can't see them all while they're happening, I'll go back and watch them. And my brother gets a kick out of it because he'll get on, and sometimes I'll see he'll get mad if I don't say hi to Mike. Mike's one of my brothers. I have 3 brothers. And he'll get mad if I don't say hi. And so sometimes I'll be like, Mike, I didn't see your comment. And so when I see it, I'll say, hey, everybody say hi, Mike. And so everybody will start saying hi, Mike, and he gets a kick out of that. So thank y'all. When y'all say hi, Mike, he appreciates that. I get to razz him. Okay, so I'm just adding this in. Okay. And then that way I don't have to swoosh I don't have to do as many dashes. Okay. So I'm just going to do that. And then now I'm going to do just a little bit more right in here. Just kind of dabbing in where my S's were. Now here's where you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose where you did your S's. There's a Heidi, another Heidi. Hello. I love when I meet other Heidis. She says, I have a few times I've done it on glass and lantern. Oh, Cassandra says, hi, Mike. He's going to love it. He's going to love it. Thank you, Cassandra. That's so funny. Don't y'all love giving y'all siblings a hard time? I love it. So much fun. They always give me a hard time, so I like giving them. Oh, Heidi says hi, Mike. Yeah, thank y'all for saying that. Okay, and go ahead and put step by step if you want to get the second video of this. Okay, so we're going to just kind of make it a little bit lighter because there's nothing worse than getting your S's where they need to go and then you lose them, right? So go ahead and get your wind here and just kind of place it on there so that you can come back to it in a little bit. Okay, so we're going to come back to that. So don't worry, it'll be there in a little bit. We're going to get down in here. Okay. All right. So now what we want to do is, hold on. A light went down. Hold on, guys. We got a tech problem. It's back up. Okay. Sorry about that. I stepped on my cord for my lighting. It's, it went out for just a second. Penny. That's so funny. Okay. Oh, and those of y'all watching on YouTube, thank you so much. For those of y'all that did not know I had a YouTube channel, I'm actually live on YouTube right now as well as Facebook. So if you haven't followed me on YouTube, I would really appreciate the subscribe. So thank y'all for that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm rinsing my brush, if you're wondering why my face is so close to the camera. Thank you, Neil. So I'm going to use the 1-inch brush again, and then my 2-inch chip brush. So I'm just rinsing those out. Not really worried too much about them being way rinsed out. And then I'm going to take some black, and then I'm going to use this black along with this blue, along with, I think I forgot to tell you this part. If you want to, let me try not to use my teeth. Linda, you're so funny. Oh, Jeanette, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Make sure you put step by step if you want to get, I have to use my teeth. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm going to end up chipping this whole part of my tooth is fake. I've chipped it like 2 times. I chipped it when I was riding a bike when I was little. And then I chipped it again. I was going around a flower bed over and over, and then I fell. And I chipped it a second time. So I just know one day I'm going to chip that whole thing again. It won't be good. So what I was going to say is when you're doing your Starry Night, you do not have to do the same colors that I'm doing. You can get totally creative. You can do pinks and purples. Like I said, whenever you put step by step, when you get the thank you page, you're actually going to see a bunch of Starry Nights that me and Pixie have done. Okay. So, so make sure you put step by step. And then also, if you don't get a link to that, check this video later and we will have a link in the description. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this big brush, some black, some blue, and then I'll come back for that. And I just want to get this kind of painted a different color, right? I just want this darker, and I can go back and add in some streaks later, but right now I just want it to be darker. So I'm just kind of following my lines and just adding it in there. I want it kind of streaky, and see how I was going very horizontal. Now everything's vertical, right? Everything's going vertical now. So I'm just adding these in. And then feel free to, if you want, like I've painted Starry Night before where I made it my town. So I had a lake in the village. I had all kinds of different stuff. So again, it does not have to be, like you can be totally creative with this. Another idea is, what is something you could paint Starry Night on that isn't a canvas? So let me know in the comments. Hey, Bridget. I think I said, yes, Bridget. Hello, hello. And let me know in the comments, what is something else you could paint Starry Night that is not a canvas? Because a lot of times we get stuck in our ways of, oh, we can only do this on canvas, which you can do this on whatever you want, okay? So you can see here, I just added that. I'm going to let that dry a second, and then I'll be able to add some more. Okay, so now I want to do kind of the same wash on the bottom. So I need a greenish. This is an arbor green. To be honest, I have never used arbor green before. So we're going to see if it looks good or if it doesn't. We don't know. We're going to find out. Oh, kind of like it. Okay. So I'm going to use a little bit of that with a little bit of the blue because I want to kind of keep that same color palette. Okay. All right. So this is all the base. So I'm going to use this with a little bit of the blue. And I'm just going to mix that together. Oh, good. Brenda says, oh my gosh, Gloria, I do need to be careful with my tooth. And Brenda says wood. Jessica says a tote bag. Awesome. Diane says a suitcase. That would be really cute. Yeah, wood always looks good with Starry Night too. Okay, so again, the base of your Starry Night, it's just the base. We just got to get some color down. Okay, tomorrow we're going to be adding a bunch of details, but right now we just want to get our base down. So something else I want to tell y'all really quick. How many of y'all get real excited about creating a project? Like maybe you're watching right now. This hair is so nasty. I really gotta wash it. Maybe you are watching this project and you're really excited about painting, right? How many of y'all on here are like really, really excited about painting? What I advise you to do is, like, if you're excited and you don't have a canvas or you don't have something to paint on, like, go get it and paint it while you're excited. The other day, I posted a picture of a little house I did that had balloons in it, which you may have noticed from something that may be from something else. But I was so excited about this project. And then I ordered the balloons, and then I got them in, and I thought, oh my gosh, I want to do this so bad. So I woke up Saturday morning before Bobby got out of bed, and I was so excited about this project that I got out of bed, and I literally got up and started painting it like at 9 o'clock that morning. And because I wanted to paint it so bad. And here's what I've learned about projects like that. If I wouldn't have got up and done it while I was excited about it, would I have done it? Maybe, but 9 times out of 10, we probably wouldn't have. We would get excited about a project. Like right now, you might be like, oh my gosh, I can do this really cool Starry Night painting and all these things. And then we lose momentum or we lose our gusto, because we lose our motivation because life gets in the way. So if there's something you want to do, whether that's painting or business or whatever it is, do it when you're motivated, okay? Because motivation passes. And then you're hoping for pure will. And that is way, way harder to muster up, okay? So while you're excited, while you're being taught the lesson, don't let it pass you by. If you're excited, go to the store, get your stuff, or use wood, or do something like that. Arlene says, I'm no painter, but this is my only New Year goal for this year. I thank you for sharing your knowledge and talent with us. Well, you're welcome. I want you to try it. I'm going to add some yellow now. Let's see. Lisa says, you make this so much fun. Oh, I'm so glad. Is it my good hair? my nasty hair? Or is it my possibly chipped tooth once I do that? Okay, so I'm going to use some yellow. This is a cadmium yellow. And then what I'm going to do is just place where I want the stars to go. And then also, as you're watching, if you just got on here, make sure you type step by step. Not Paula Abdul, but step by step. And the reason is because we're going to go back later and we're going to post a link for you to be able to get the step-by-step instructions, okay? And then also, once I finish part 1 tonight, and then I'll finish it tomorrow, and we'll actually add the video to that. So if you go ahead and get it now, then once we get the video together, we'll actually add that. Okay, so I'm just taking my 1-inch brush, and then I'm just taking yellow paint, and all I'm doing is just kind of positioning where I want the stars. So you could look at this one. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as Van Gogh's, but we're going to have some fun with it. And you can position these stars wherever you want and whatever color you want, okay? So I'm just going to kind of follow the master and just kind of paint them where they have them, okay? Just kind of these are just really placeholders. It's just really placeholders here. All right. And those of y'all sharing, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate y'all so much. And if you ever want to notice, I have a text number. So some of y'all, how many of y'all got the text before I went live? If you ever want to be texted, I usually text right before I go live. Just put in there, put text to me, and then we'll make sure to put that on there. Half of my message, I didn't even say that. Sorry, Shirley. Oh, I'll have to go up and read what it said. And yeah, so put step by step if you want the instructions step by step and then access to the video so you don't have to come and try to find it. We're going to put that together for y'all. And then if you want to get text from me, oh, good. A lot of y'all got a text. Great. If you do want to get text from me, and usually I just text saying, hey, I'm about to go live if you want to come watch, or if we have something going on, just put text me, and then we'll make sure to come back and put the phone number. And when you text me, just put text the Art and Soul, and we'll know it's from who it's from. Ooh, my white is leaking. Here we go. Okay. All right, so now we have the base of pretty much wherever we want everything at, okay? So what I'm going to do tonight before I finish up is I'm just going to start the dashes of the wind, okay? So what I do first is I start with my 1-inch brush, and I'm going to use that same color palette I was already using. I'm just going to make it lighter, okay? So what I'm going to do is my 1-inch brush is I'm just going to start blobbing this on. Okay, so I want some texture. Let me get more white. Hold on. We need to have a good contrast between the background and the sky. Because like even right now, hold on. Even right now, the contrast is not enough. So like even for me seeing it there, I have to make sure that y'all can see the contrast, okay? So this right here, the wind needs to be lighter than the background. So all I have to do is I can go into this dark blue and I can start putting my dashes in here so that I can start seeing the difference, right? See how you can start seeing the difference of it? And then when I start to go around the stars, I can just kind of go around. And again, this is just the first layer. So I'm just kind of getting the first layer on here. And the reason I do a 1-inch brush is so you can get a lot on fast, okay? A lot on fast. So, oh, and those of you that are typing text me, you will actually have to do one other thing. So when we reply with the number to text, you have to text me, okay? So you have to text me for it to accept your number. And then what I do is I just send out like a group text. It doesn't go to, you won't see anybody else's number. It'll just look like it's coming from you to me, but I can actually read your messages back. So those of y'all that message back, I try to read those once a week. So sometimes I can help you through text, and sometimes I have to direct you to our support team. But I try to reply back. One time Pixie, she sang happy birthday to some of y'all that had y'all's birthdays. I was like, oh, you want to sing happy birthday? And she started singing. I was like, oh, that was cool. I sang a little bit, but I really shouldn't do that. It's not good. It's not good when I sing to y'all. Okay, so here's this. I'm just putting the dark so we can see the variation. See how I'm not real messy about this? How many of y'all are perfectionists? Because this is going to be a good lesson for y'all. A good lesson for the perfectionists out there. Because you can make it so perfect, or you can just like go for it. Just have some fun. Like don't make it so stressful for yourself, okay? See how I'm just like going for it? And then this is just going to be kind of our first layer. So this is where you could, like, if you love the color pink, you could make your whole sky. You can make your whole sky pink. Oh, thank you, Linda. Okay, good. And those of y'all that are just joining, go ahead and put step by step if you want to get access to the full video. And we're going to do part 2 tomorrow. But what I'll do is I'll get it edited together so that you'll have the full tutorial. So we'll make sure to email that out. Penny says, I am somewhat of a perfectionist for sure. Oh, Crystal says, are you dabbing or swooshing? Very good question. So a little of both. So this is what I call dab. I'm just kind of dabbing on there. And then swooshing. You can kind of swoosh. You just want good texture. Arlene says, I'm trying to be a perfectionist. I tend to be a perfectionist, but I'm trying to dial it back. It's okay. I love teaching this to perfectionists because you start to see that it's okay. Like if you make a mistake, you put your starry night a little bit too far to the right, it's not the end of the world, right? That's the great thing about paint. It's because I can let this dry and I can paint right on top of it if I want. Okay, so I have my darker color. This blue, if you are trying to do it similar to mine, this is just a primary blue, just an Americana primary blue. Oh, thank you, Diana. Yeah, I can't wait to see y'all's. And if you do paint this, I would love for you to send me a photo to my Instagram. So I have Instagram at Texas Art and Soul _. And if you send me a message with the photo, I can see your beautiful starry night. I would love to see it. Okay, so I have some dashes there. What I'm going to do now is wipe this off and then just go straight to the white and dash in here. Now the reason, and you can see this a lot better than I can see it up close. Karen says a full video would be awesome. Of course I got here late. Karen, that's okay. You're not late. You're perfectly on time. Just type in step by step and then we'll get y'all the full video. Once I finish it, I'm going to finish part 2 tomorrow. So if you're watching the replay, which y'all are watching live right now, so you can put live if you know. Oh, Jessica says I painted this once and it looks like a flame in the middle. Actually, this does look like a flame, but it's actually a cypress tree. So when Van Gogh was in the hospital, he was in the mental institution, and he was staring out of a window. So this is actually like the village he was looking at down on the town, and this is what he painted from memory. So it was like a huge cypress tree. So we're going to just bring this out a little bit, and then that way this kind of connects in there. See how just a little dab just makes the biggest difference? Okay, so then we're going to let that dry because we can add some more fun stuff to that tomorrow. No, Sandy, this is on Texas Art and Soul. Oh, the light is making my face really crazy. I'm so sorry. Yeah, either type text me or step by step. Step by step if you want to get the full video, which we'll email out to you, or text me if you want to be notified when I go live, and then we'll make sure to give you our number. Okay, so now I'm using this brownish color. It's just a burnt sienna. You can use any color. Honestly, I just want to get some different shades in the cypress tree. That's all I'm trying to do, okay? Is just get some different shades in the cypress tree. So I'm just kind of going in here, and I'm taking my 1-inch brush, making it vertical, and then I'm just putting the paint on there, and I just want to go, just kind of follow it. This is why I work from section to section, because I want it to dry a little bit, and then I can come back. It's almost like when you're for those of y'all that are painters or drawers, sometimes whenever you do a portrait, you don't want to work so much on the mouth and do a really great job and then all of a sudden do the eye and realize, oh my gosh, I messed it up. So you want to kind of work on the whole thing as a whole, like you're just going back and forth, okay? All right, so I just added a little bit of that in there. And then now I'm going to add some bronze because I think it would be fun. I know that this is not the picture of the ceramic trees. What was the name of this? Oh, Snowtex. I used Snowtex for the ceramic trees. I know it doesn't do with the paint. That's what she was saying. I know it doesn't do with the painting. Let me shake this up. Make sure. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, you are doing. Okay, yep, step by step or text me. Who's going to paint this? Are you going to try it? Are you? Yes. Okay, so I'm using a bronze. I'm going to do the same type thing. I just want some variation in here. Ooh, that's fun. This canvas is pretty big, so it's heavy. I have really abnormally thin fingers. I don't know why God made me that way, but I guess because he knew I was going to be an artist. I don't know. But my daughter always makes fun of me because my rings, I I did have to buy this ring. Bobby bought this one. So we've been married 23 years. So this ring he bought me on our 20th anniversary. It's from the Renaissance Festival because my wedding ring was getting too small because we've been married 23 years. Obviously, I've grown. I was like a 18-year-old when I got married. So he got me this one. Well, now this one kind of falls off all the time. So I can still wear my wedding ring from but it's funny because like my body has changed, but my fingers, like, they're like getting smaller. I don't know if that's an age thing or what. It's very weird. Very, very strange. Okay, so Linda's going to paint it. Gloria says yes, she's going to paint it. Debbie says step by step. Debbie, I know you've painted this. Let me know. Debbie, I think you painted this, right? Gloria says, I'm going to try it on skidwood. Oh, what is skidwood? And Ann says, if I can find time, I'd like to. Yes, you can find time. You have to find time to be creative. It's so fun. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more of black and blue to this because I don't like as much of that showing. So again, if you made a mistake, here I am. I made a mistake. I didn't like as much as I had on there. So I'm just going to cover some of that up. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you 2 more steps tonight. And then tomorrow we will do all the finishing touches. Okay. Oh my gosh. You've had to have a ring cut off, Gloria. That is so scary. Oh my gosh. Oh, Elaine has painted this before. Oh, good. Yeah, if you have painted, I mean, like I said, I have painted this so many times because I've taught it so many times. And I just love to change it up. Like I love to make it pink or purple or whatever. I'm going to use this greenish color. This is a festive green just because it's right here where I have. Did you get more of the Christmas trees in stock? Christina, yes. They were the plaster ceramic. Yes, Christina, we do have, what was that? We do have some ceramic trees in stock. If you want to purchase one, just email support. Actually, email Allison at Texas Art and Soul. I'm almost positive we still have some. I know we have some new ceramics coming out soon. I'm actually testing a few right now. I'll let you know when those are ready, but we don't have them ready just yet. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to get placement. So I'm going to mix this with a little bit of that green. And I just want to get placement. Penny says, my fingers have gotten fatter. I had to get my rings resized. So I love your narrow fingers. I've had my ring for 41 years. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, Pixie tries to take my original wedding ring and she's like, I want to wear it, but she has to put it on her pinky. And I'm like too scared she's going to lose it. Not because it was like real expensive, because it wasn't, but just because it's sentimental, it's like the ring I've had. But this one, honestly, this is the one I wanted for my wedding ring. Let me show y'all this. So Bobby got this when he was on a trip to Colorado and he gave it to me when I was 15. And it's just a silver cheap ring. But I was going to get it resized for my wedding ring because I loved it so much. And they said that the heat would take the paint off. And so I love it. I mean, I've worn this ring since I was 15 years old. I love it so much. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, that's what it is. Sorry, y'all. I keep stepping on my ring light, and it just keeps messing up. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take some of this green. And as you can see, there's all kinds of stuff down here. Really, guys, what we're doing right now is just getting some texture on here. Really, that's all we're doing. We're just trying to make it look dashy. Really, we just want dashy on here. And Tracy says, my ring is stuck on my finger. Oh my gosh. LOL, but not tight. Still moves, so it's all good. You might need to get that off if it's pretty tight. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of get some placement of some. Now we're going to be blobbing. Okay, another techie word here. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of that burnt sienna. A little bit. So what I did, y'all, because sometimes I tend to just grab colors and I just tend to do it without saying. I'm mixing some of that burnt sienna with that other green and the festive green. The only purpose of this is just to get some dimension, okay? Just to get some dimension on this painting. That's all we're doing this for. We just don't want it to be solid green. So we're just getting some dimension. Then tomorrow we'll go back over it. So as you are coming on, if you want the full video, just type step by step, or in a little bit, check and we'll post the link to grab it. Okay? So we're just making it to where it's blobby. So now when you look at it from afar, the whole thing has dashes, okay? Yeah, I'll go to your site to order. Oh, thank you, Christina. Yeah, they were fun. They were fun to paint. Those ceramic trees, for those of y'all that painted those with me, those were a lot of fun. Okay, so then as you can see here on Starry Night, this has like a little bit of a difference here. And then there's a little bit of a difference here. So what I want to do is I'm going to make a little bit of the darker, which is the hint of the black. And I'm just going to mix it. I did not rinse my brush. Okay. Just rinse it. And then I'm just going to kind of go right here and blob it down. Again, everything tonight's about placement. Everything tonight's about placement. So we're just kind of getting like, okay, that's a little darker there. And you can have fun with it and do whatever colors you want. Because again, it's not about being perfect. It's about having fun while you're doing this, okay? This is speed painting at its finest. Yeah, thank you, Linda. Yeah, we're doing some fast painting here, aren't we? This is definitely not perfectionist painting. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I can paint just like Van Gogh. No, it's not about that. It's about having fun. It's about creating it, making it your own, okay? All right, so then we have that. Now I'm going to go into a little bit of blue. I'm taking my messy brush, a little bit of blue, and then I'm just going to kind of go right here. So you can see on this painting, there's some that's kind of going in here before we start the rows of bushes and trees, which we'll do tomorrow. So I'm just going to go in and just kind of add some of that in. Just to, again, make it more interesting. Okay? And then a little bit over here, I'll just kind of add that in. Again, just to make it more interesting. Nothing serious, just making it interesting, okay? All right, and then I want to do something a little bit different right in there where that wind is. So you can see here it kind of goes into yellows, into some light. And again, here's another mistake, y'all. Another mistake. And I made this too, like, really short right there. So I'm going to have to be very careful when I go in. So I want like a little bit of the brownish and the white. And I'm just going to go right above. I'm going to make mine a lot shorter, because I don't want to compete too much with the wind. Okay, so I added that in. And then what I'm going to do before the last step tonight, and then we'll do the rest tomorrow. And again, oh, a sprinkle a day is good for my soul. Thank you, Christina. That's awesome. Yeah, make sure you type step by step if you want to get the full tutorial, which we'll post here soon. And then tomorrow I'll finish the full tutorial. So I'm going to use a little bit of white with some yellow. All right. And then from there, I'm just going to kind of go in and dab into here. Okay. So I'm just honestly grabbing some of the white that's in the blue, just so I don't have to get more paint out. I'm just kind of blobbing it off. And then I'm going to grab the yellow, just so it's a little bit lighter. And grab the yellow just so it's a little bit lighter. You got to be careful or it'll turn green on you. And then I'm just going to dab in here. Really, this whole painting is lots of dabbing and dashing, right? Dabbing and dashing. Dab and dash. Can y'all see that? Yeah, it's turning a little bit green. I need to get more white on my brush. Oh, you're welcome, Melinda. I hope y'all paint this. I hope to see some of y'all's paintings. There's nothing more fun than whenever I see y'all create something. I'm going to add a little star there. I missed that one. Okay, let me get a cleaner brush because I'm mixing my blue so it's taking over and turning it green. So let me get a little bit more. Okay. All right. And then what I'm going to do is take the last step before tomorrow's. Okay. we are going to take a little bit of orange, and I'm just going to put it on here. Debbie says, I love this so much. I never knew how to paint this painting. It always intimidated me. You always make it so fun. Debbie, oh, I cannot wait to see yours. And I want you to like be really creative with it because I know you're so talented. And remember, you don't have to do it exactly. You could make your own town in here, and you could do it however you want. So I'm just going to draw a letter C with the orange. And you could make the moon gold, but y'all know I love gold. And then I just bring it up like that. See how simple that was? Just the letter C. And then I just took it and just went. So you can see here, we have the base done, and it's only been 40 minutes. So, and this is bigger than a 16 by 20 canvas. This canvas size is, oh, I don't have my measuring stick. Oh, yeah, I have another one. Hold on. This is one of the gallery thick canvases that I got on sale at Michael's. And it is a 18 by 24. So this is a bigger than 16 by 20, and you can tell it only took 40 minutes to get the base down. So what I want you to do is, if you love this and you want to paint it with me, go ahead and go grab your stuff, because tomorrow night I am going to finish it. Okay, I'm going to do the finishing touches, and you'll see how fast it doesn't take that much time to do that. And then also what I want you to do is, if you want me to text you when I'm live, type in text me, and then we'll come back and give you my phone number so that you can text me directly, and then I'll be able to send you messages when I go live. Also, if you want to get the full video of this so you don't have to worry about where is it on Facebook, I need to find it, type step by step, and we'll come back in just a little bit and we'll give you a link. You can put your email in, and then we'll give you the step-by-step instructions. And then as soon as the video is finished tomorrow, we'll splice those together, and then we'll have it for you. So thank y'all so much for being here. Did y'all have fun? Are you going to paint it? I hope you are. I can't wait. All right, guys. I hope you like this, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys. So as you come on, go ahead and say hi. And then also, am I upside down, or is it right? I think it's right. I'm looking to see. I just want to make sure. Okay, it looks like it's right. Okay, so, go ahead and say hi as you come on. I'm going to be finishing up Starry Night and just showing you a few things. And how many of y'all went ahead and got the step-by-step? Because remember, if you type in step-by-step, we're going to be taking that and adding and giving you the full video once this is all done. So you don't have to worry about trying to find it. Hey, Allison. Hey, Mandy. Hey, guys. Oh, so good to see y'all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding to it. So this is where we left yesterday, okay? So what I want to show you is, I'm going to take my 1-inch brush, again, the flat brush, and go ahead and just grab some colors to start adding on here. Actually, I'm going to go to the blues first. So I just put a bunch of different blues on here. So you can literally do whatever blues you want to do, and just kind of have some fun with it. And how many of y'all, let me know in the comments, went ahead and started one of these? How many of you went ahead and started? Because I was going to see who wants to send me a picture of theirs that is started or finished. Okay, so let me know in the comments. I'm going to see if I can see your comments right here on my Facebook page while we're going. Let me see here. There we are. Hey, Connie. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Debbie. Okay, now I can start seeing your comments. So let me know. And then this one right here, guys, I wanted to share because y'all know I love some metallics. I am using a turquoise metallic, a matte metallic, and I'm going to add this to it as well. Okay, so for those of you coming on, again, my name is Heidi, and I teach women how to make money teaching paint parties, or I teach people, whoever, teaching paint parties online, in person, and with art kits. And I love doing online painting events too. So what I want y'all to do is, as you come on, if you want to get this full video, this part 1 from yesterday and part 2, so you may be watching this as a replay, By the way, go ahead and let me know if you're watching this live. Let me know, and I'm going to try to watch your comments too. But if you're watching this live, let me know. And then those of y'all watching the replay, all you have to do is type step by step, and you'll be able to get the full tutorial, because we're going to splice this together and then we'll email it out to you. So that way you don't have to worry about losing it or getting bogged down into all of the different videos on my page. So I just added a little bit here. See how easy that was? Let's see. I may try someday. My niece has a painting. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, definitely try it. It's really a lot easier than you think. So for those of y'all that watched it yesterday, how many of you, I know Debbie was on here. She said, yeah, it was way easier than I thought it was going to be, like just breaking it down. And we did this from freehand. So you'll be able to see how to do it freehand. Okay, so I added some blue in there. And then I can just wipe this brush off. And if I want to go with a little bit of the darker blue, and this blue is the primary blue. Okay, so the primary blue, I'm just going to grab it and just kind of add in here as well. Okay, so I'm just going to add this in. And then as you come on to, I said this yesterday, but if you want me to text you before I go live, just put text me, and then we'll give you the phone number that you can text me to. And then I forgot to do it right before I went live here, but usually I send out a little message that says I'm live. That way you'll know when I'm on here. Okay, so I'm just taking a little bit of the blue and just kind of dabbing it. And I just want to have, like, you know, a little bit of that wind showing in here, so it has the definition, okay? Just kind of adding it on there. Hey, Val. Hey, guys. Go ahead and say hi as you come on, and put step by step if you want the information. Hey, Priscilla. Yeah, I'm so happy to paint this with y'all. This one's a lot bigger. This one's an 18 by 24. And how's everybody doing today? Okay, so we have some blue in there. All right, and then what I want to do, and I'm loving that blue, by the way. What I'm going to do is just kind of rinse this brush, and I'm going to go into these golds. Hey, Pixie. Pixie's home from school. I'm going to grab these golds here, and this is a 20. Y'all know I love some 24 karat gold, and I'm just going to take that 24 karat gold and dab it around my moon and my stars. I'm just going to dab it on here, just kind of get it all over, because I want this just to be a little bit more enhanced, okay? And you can use any, like I said, you can go pink, purple. I almost wanted to go full on like pinks and purples and turquoise like I've done before, but I was like, I better start out with this. Who on here is going to do it the real colors versus the Starry Night colors? Who's going to go crazy? Okay, and I'm just going to add that on there. Okay, just get some little colors on there. And then really just when you do your dashes on this part, you want to have a motion, okay? So this one is all kind of going this way and flowing. This one's going to go in a circle. So you can just kind of circle it out. And then what I like to do is do just a little bit of a lighter yellow in the very center. So you could do that maybe on the moon a little bit. In the very, very center of each star. That's that one, if you were watching last night, how many of y'all watched last night and you saw I added that? So I told y'all it's okay if you make a mistake. Oh my gosh, sunset colors, that's awesome. Let's see, Jesse's from Washington, welcome. So happy you're here. Yeah, let me know where you're from when you get on here. I'd love to hear where you're from. And we just recently posted a new blog. So if you have not ever visited my Texas Art and Soul site before, you'll have to check it out, because we have some really cool blogs that we're putting up. That one of it has like 7 creative winter paintings. So if you're really into painting, And then I think we also have a really cool thing on art kits. So if you want to learn some more about art kits, you can check it out there. Okay, so I'm going to use the 1-inch brush. I like to have several 1-inch brushes right here. And I'm going to grab the 1-inch brush and just start to add in a little bit more right here in the center. Okay, so just a little bit, just kind of highlighting a little bit. And then I'm going to go in and just add some of that goldish color into here. And why am I doing this? Because I love the color gold. Because I love it. I just want to add it everywhere. And plus, too, I think it looks kind of cool when you have some up here and then you bring it into some other areas of your painting, okay? All right, so now I'm going to show you a very simple way to make a church and a house. All right. Oh, we have Diane from San Antonio. Awesome. Y'all, don't y'all love seeing where everybody's from? That's one of my favorite things. Harley from Georgia, welcome. That gold looks anxiety. How I love this gold so much. It just makes me so happy. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to show you how to make just some really simple houses in a very, very fast way to do it too. Okay, so I'm going to do this in blue, this darker blue, and I'm just going to show you how easy this is to do. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is just kind of get the placement of the church. So I'm just going to start and I'm going to go up and then I'm going to bring it down like a little triangle, right? What are those triangles called that are, is it obtuse? I don't know what they're called for sure. Please forgive me. I don't know those triangle things. And I'm going to mix another little bit of that other blue in there. Okay, so now I have kind of the church right here. And then just kind of looking at the Starry Night, I'm just going to start putting little roofs. So if you just do a little line like this and a line down, turn it into a triangle and another line, you can easily just do that and now you have a roof. Do that and now you have a door. See how fast that can happen? Oh, it was amazing, she said, not anxiety. I was like, it doesn't give me anxiety. I'm like a wet chihuahua too. I get a lot of anxiety, but the gold definitely doesn't give me anxiety. Okay, and then you can do the same thing. You can do this way and just bring your, so everything's horizontal, then it's diagonal, okay? So you're just bringing over these houses. All right, so you can make them as little, as big. And then what I like to do is I just like to put a bunch of roofs. So just here, here, and then another line, and then just a triangle, and you can flatten it. See, like that? And you'll see here in a second where I'm going with this, okay? So can y'all see this okay? Oh, you're welcome, Marla. She says, thanks so much for the tutorial. And that's an acute triangle. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm reading y'all's comments upside down. I don't know if y'all know this, but I really wanted y'all to be able to see straight to this. And I was having some trouble with my stand, so I had to turn it upside down. So I'm seeing y'all, reading your comments upside down. It might have been better if I just painted it upside down and then read your comments regular. Okay, and then over here, I'm just going to do again here, 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 and then just bring it down. Seriously, like simple. Okay, nothing major. We're just going to add on some roofs. And then in a second, you're going to see how we can add in this greenery really, really fast, okay? And we can make the roofs different colors. I'm going to bring them in here. So we have from here kind of roofs going up here. And we're going to just let them fall off the page. If you're ever unsure, just start with your triangle first, then go over. And when you're rewatching this, if you need to pause any, you can. If you need to pause it and see it a little bit more. And then again, just a triangle, a roof, change it over. That way you have these kind of looking like they're on top of each other, right? Just a bunch of little houses. Okay, so now that we have our little houses on there, what we're going to do is, and you're going to see it kind of all start to pop, okay? So if you want to make, you know, the blues a little bit of a darker color, you just add just a hint of black to it, and you can pop those on top of the roof. If you want to make them a little bit lighter, just add a hint of white, pop it onto the roof, and you can see how it just makes a little bit of a change. You can do just a little swoop, and all of a sudden you have a little door or just a little dot like that. Just however you want to add to it to make it happen, okay? All right, so now that we have that, I'm going to show you in a second how to outline the roofs, but I want to show you really quick a very, very easy way to add your greenery, okay? This is really fun. So now we're going to take bolts of this green color. I have a metallic green, let me see what color this dark one is. Oh, the arbor green from yesterday, and metallic green, and I think I have I don't think it's a festive. Let me see which one it is. I guess it is that arbor. And then all I'm going to do is take it and then watch this. So really, again, this is not an accurate depiction of Starry Night, okay? So if you're watching this, please don't think I'm trying to do an accurate depiction. But what you can do is these little C's, okay? So watch what I do. I'm just going to bring in these little C's here and there. And I'm going to bring, basically they're like little bushes or trees. And I'm just going to bring them up into the houses, okay? So it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to mess with so many of the details that are on the legit Starry Night one. Obviously, I don't have a $75 million painting in my house, but you know, the one that looks more like Starry Night. And then you can just add these in here. All of these little bushes and all of these little things just by doing almost like a letter C. And then you're going to see how we can go right on top of it with another color and make them start to pop. Okay, so we're bringing these on, all of these bushes, and then we're going to bring them over here too. We want that same kind of big C shape over on this side too. And see how in just a few moments you can start. Now we can use this metallic green, which you know I love some metallics, and I can start adding just kind of right on top of it. And see what happens, how it starts to have that dimension. Just by a few little strokes of not making it perfect, but just going in and adding. And the real key here is to not be scared, you know, just to kind of go in, not be scared, and just add it. Because that's the thing. A lot of times people see a painting like this and they're like, nope, can't touch it. How many of y'all watching this and like, nope, can't touch it. Too terrified, or you know, it just kind of creeps you out or makes you a little scared. But once you try it and you realize, wait a minute, it's not really that big of a deal. I can do this. It's going to be so much easier. And as you come on, if you'll type step by step, we'll make sure to give you the full tutorial. We'll make sure to get you set up so you can get the full tutorial. And we'll put them together all in one. Okay, awesome. Okay, so now we have all the green in here. And see how fast that was to add? And if you want to add the even, you know, brighter green, which I don't think I'm going to go that route. I don't think I know. That's not like me, is it? The brighter green. Usually I'm like, yes, everything bright. But I really want my gold to be the focus. I really, really want the gold to be the focus. Okay, so I have that on there. Now I'm going to go in with my gold, as we were just talking, and just add little highlights of gold here and there. Because there's places in the painting that have that gold in there. So I'm just going to kind of add some, maybe add some to some of the buildings, a little bit to some of the buildings to give it a little bit of a different look. Really just kind of playing with it. Just playing with it, putting it on the roofs. Add some in here. And then in a second, we're going to outline this and we're going to see it all start to kind of pop. Okay, so right now, again, we're just kind of getting all of this placement, a little bit on there. And then I'm going to bring in just a little hint of gold over here just so it kind of balances out. Oh man, y'all, you got to make sure I missed all this. Y'all may have told me in the comments and I didn't see it. Let's see. Yeah, just go ahead and type step by step if you want the full tutorial all spliced together for you so you don't have to worry about trying to find it. we'll make sure to email that out to you. Okay, so I forgot my little dashes. Oh no. And if you ever dash it and it feels like it just looks like the same color, a trick is just switch to a smaller brush and use a little bit of a different hint of a color. And then you can go in and see how I just used like a little bit of this, just a little bit of a different gold, but it just brings in some dimension. Yeah, I think it's starting to pop. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Before I do the black where it's going to start to kind of finish it up, what I want to do is take this white color and just add some more dashes. So we have a lot of light blue in here. What I want to do is just get some of the white and just kind of make some bigger, more pronounced lines, okay? Because some of it was blended in yesterday. So this is why it's good to do Starry Night. You can totally do this in one setting, but just make sure you have a blow dryer or something by you so you can get these dashes dried. Because what I like you to do is see how much paint I'm grabbing. I like for you to get a lot of paint, okay? I like for you to get a lot of paint and then go in there and just blob it on. And that's another reason why I paint flat a lot, because I like to, oh my gosh, I missed that one. Dang it. Are y'all telling me I'm just not seeing it? I'm so sorry. If you are, I'm so sorry I didn't see it. Get some of that gold on there. Did I miss any others? Any others? I don't want to miss any. Okay, so now I have this right here, just kind of dashing in some of the white. And then if you want to go in, here's that metallic kind of turquoise color. I could go in and add just little hints of that. I really like that too. I like how that looks. So I'm just going to add just little hints of that. So it still has the overwhelming theme of that lighter color. And then we're going to add some black in here. So excited. How many of y'all are going to really paint this? How many of y'all have already painted it? Let me know. I'm going to, if I don't see your comment right now, I'm going to go back and see, but I know other people will see it and I know it'll help inspire them. Oh, that's awesome, Deb. Oh yeah, are you talking about the one that I did? Yeah, that's so cool. I'm so glad you did that. Yeah, Deb has her business, her painting business. Is it Art and Grace? Is that right, Deb? And she did a really cool like breast cancer awareness where she did an auction and all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, so I'm going to take my 1-inch brush and I'm just going to grab it. And those of y'all sharing, thank you so much. See how I'm just taking this and bringing it right over those blues? So I want you to see how fast this can happen, okay? So it's just a dab, a dab, a dab, a dab, right? If I want to make that a little bit darker, I can. And then what I like to do is I like to just work with each section. So I'll do all the houses while my grass is kind of drying. And then you'll see in a second. And then if I want to go over that blue, see how you still can see the blue? But it gives you a little bit of hint of that blue plus what you're doing there. Okay, so I'm just adding it. And the church steeple, just kind of go up. And then I always like to just add a little cross right here. Up top. And then bring that down. Okay. And then we want to make sure we always hit up this one over here. There's one more over here you want to hit up. And now we're just going to kind of go into the whole painting and just put some black lines to help define it. So when I get to this section, I want to move to my smaller liner brush or my round brush. And I'm just going to kind of go in where all of these little bushes are and see how I just kind of dab it. almost like they're just little trees. And again, it's just to give it some dimension, make it not look like they're floating so much. And then you can even go in here. I mean, it's so much fun. When you take away the perfectionist part of it and you just dash, it really is therapeutic because you're just dashing. You're just dabbing and dashing. Really. That's all there is to it. Dabbing and dashing. And then I just want to make sure whatever I did over here, remember, you don't want to forget this side of the painting, okay? So a lot of times we can get too caught up over there and we can forget that side. Okay, and then this is where you just want to be a little careful. So when you do in here, because a lot of times, you know, you want to have the black kind of dispersed throughout. You want to just be a little careful, okay? So I'm not really going to do too much black on this, but I just want to do a little, just a little hint. So I'm just going to do a little hint around the outside of the wind to kind of separate a little bit. And then I'm going to kind of stay away from the inside. Just want little hints of this. And remember, you want to make it look like it's moving. So when you go around a star, you bring it around. So you just kind of follow that the whole time. And those of y'all that are just now jumping on, if you go ahead and type step by step, you'll get the full tutorial of this. So if you want to play it back later, we'll make sure to get it to you. Okay, we're just going to follow this. Follow it around. And it is so much fun. I love that sound. Can y'all hear it? It almost sounds like snow falling. And I know that because it just recently snowed. And usually we would not know that sound. We would not know what that sounded like. But the way it's just real light. Makes me want to just paint forever. So you ever have that feeling where you just want to paint forever? Okay, so we got that on there. And then the last thing I want to add is just a few white highlights. So I'm just going to go on here. Yeah, yes. Some of y'all are with me on the paint forever thing. I'm just going to kind of add a white highlight on the cross. And then I'm just going to add just some white lines in here. And see how they're already mixing for me. They're doing the job. And if it doesn't mix, like that's like a little too thick, I'm just going to go back with a little bit of the blue. I don't love that. Hold on. I'm going to go back to this for a second. So again, if you make a mistake or you don't like what you just did, just go back to the blue you were using. Use a little bit of black and maybe a little white if you want it to be a little bit lighter. And I'm just going to go right on top of it. See how easy that was? Because I didn't really love what was happening. So I'm going to mix it a little bit. Mix it on there. And then all I have to do now is go back to my black. And just kind of go right back over it. So if you make mistakes, guys, if you make mistakes, it's totally okay. It's totally fine because you can always just paint right on top of it. It's not a big deal. And I can hover these over if I want. Again, you could play with this forever. You could literally just keep painting it forever. I could just stay on here and paint forever. So, so I wanted to just share that with you. Those of y'all that want the full tutorial, go ahead and type step by step. We'll make sure to get you the full tutorial. And then we'll come back and give you a link so you can sign up for it. And then we'll get you the full tutorial out here in just a little bit. And then the only other thing that I highly recommend that you do is, does anybody know? Does anybody know what I would recommend as the last step? Oh, you could put some white in here too. Just a little bit of, if you want to highlight some of the greenery. Again, like I could fidget with this all day because it's so much fun. Does anybody know the last step? Let's see. Oh, Deb got it. Annie got it. Let's see. Glitter. Yes. So either lots of gold or lots of glitter. Those are my go-to. Let me find my glitter and I'll show you real quick. And then you can use whatever kind you want. I just don't recommend the shake glitter, okay? And the reason why is I've taught the shake glitter at a few places before I was more, I have a new glitter I'm going to show y'all. Before I realized like how much craziness it would do, and it literally like they had glitter there forever. So I don't recommend having the shake glitter. And then this is a new glitter. So I usually use crystal, which is a clear glitter, which works pretty much on everything. But I found these the other day. These are so there's two different kinds I'm going to share with you. So this is a Deco Art Galaxy glitter, and then the second one is a folk art. So I don't use a lot of folk art, but I saw this and I just had to grab it. So, and usually I like I'm a good gold glitter person, obviously, as you can tell, but I just wanted to show you what this would look like. And then I'm going to show you what this looks like on. Okay. So here's this one. Oh, as you can tell, I'm a gold glitter person. I never get my nails done. If you watch my old videos, like they're never done. And I got them done. I'm not sure if I like it or not. How many of y'all get your nails done? I'm not sure if I'm in on this bandwagon or not. Like right now, I can't use them. Like I can't use these stupid things. Like who else feels that way about nails? I've had my nails done 5 times in my entire life, and I'm 41. And this last time I went was the first time I ever had them soak them off. And because I got them done for Christmas, I was like, oh, I'm going to do it for Christmas because Pixie loves it. And she goes with her grandma. And so I was like, well, I'll go with them. It'll be like a fun little girls thing. And then we had to soak them off. And I was like, this is so gross. Like, I hate the whole process. I just hate it. I was like, y'all like doing this? She's like, no, we don't like getting it done. It's just, you know, having it done. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. But I like the way they look, but I don't like the process. Okay, so this is so fun. Let's see what this is going to look like. I just want to test it because it's big, chunky glitter, but it's glitter glue. So it's big, chunky glitter glue. So let's test it. So we have the Glitterific from Folk Art, which is pretty good and thick. And let's see how it stands. Let's see how it compares. We're going to do a little testing. Let's see. Jessie says, nails pretty, but a pain. Yeah. Yeah, they are not functional. I agree with you. It drives me nuts. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. Ooh. Okay. I want to show y'all. So there's that one. And I want to see what it looks like with the kind of side by side. Okay, so it looks like the Folk Art has a little bit more gluey stuff in it. And the pieces are a little bit thicker. But because this is gold, y'all know I got to go with the gold right now. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry and see if I like it. I'm not 100% sold on that. I think it's going to depend on how it dries. And again, that's why I use crystal all the time, is because I know the way it dries. But honestly, I think this one's going to be okay. Because it looks like wherever the openings are, and I'll report back once it's all the way dry. But it looks like, and y'all tell me if you've ever used this kind, it looks like where the openings are that it's going to be clear. So I'm a little hesitant to put it on here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Y'all, should I finish? Should I do it on here? I don't know if I should. Yeah, if you type step by step, we'll come in and give you the full tutorial. Oh, I think I got you. I think I got you. Okay, I'm gonna put it on here. We're just gonna test it. We're gonna see what happens. Okay. The worst thing that can happen is that I don't like it and I just paint over it black. Okay, that's the worst thing that can happen. But I just really feel like I need to test this for y'all. I just really need to see if this is gonna be good. It's just really important to make sure before you try it that it's going to be pretty. Yeah, I might love this, actually. I think I might love it. This is when it gets fun, because then I can go get all the colors and just repaint the whole thing in glitter. I think that's what I'll end up doing. I love it. Okay, where'd my glitter go? I lost it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so let me grab it. I want to just cover this whole thing right here with glitter. I don't know if I'm making a mistake, but if it is a mistake, I think I'm liking it. I'm thinking I'm liking this mistake. Oh, wow. Okay, so I know you are seeing this on the screen and not in person, but I'm going to try to bring it up to see if it shows. But that is some glitter. Look at that. What do y'all think? I think I like it. I think I like it. Okay, so I'm going to let it dry, and then once it dries, I'll take like a final picture to show you. But I do think I love the glitter. I think I love the glitter, and I'm going to add the rest of the stars. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank y'all so much for being here for the Starry Night. If you want to see the full tutorial, step by step, part 1 and part 2, just type step by step, and then we will. I don't know if I'm upside down. If I show y'all, if you can see me, if I'll be upside down or not. There I am. Oh no, it did move. I'm gonna be upside down. Dang it. Okay, well there we go. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you soon.